On this Thanksgiving Day, I know I have much to be grateful for and thankful for. And it's always good to reflect upon all the gifts that God has given us. Sirach gives great praise to God for all the generosity. The God who walked with people, no matter what state in life they were, through good times and bad, sickness and health, no matter what happened, God was always with them. And Sirach keeps reminding us of that. And of course, Paul always begins his letter, except one, with giving praise for the people, thanking them for being part of the new community, thanking them for being part of this new world that was coming, because of the whole idea is that he opened their ears and their eyes and their hearts to the love of God who is with them. You know, people who worshiped many gods discovered there was one true God and said, this God is worth giving thanks to. And that's what Paul does. And of course, the whole healing ministry. Jesus heals many, many times. And as we gather on this Thanksgiving Day, I'm reminded of what Father Boland said to the kids the other day. I told him I was stealing part of his homily. I'm a great thief, by the way. You know, it all started because the Pilgrims came, landed on Plymouth Rock, and had no idea what they were getting into. The harvest was bad. They were going to starve to death. And what happened? The indigenous people who lived in that area for hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of years, saw what was going on and reached out to them and said, "You're hungry. We'll feed you." And at that very first Thanksgiving table, the indigenous people shared with that first colonist their abundance of food. And that was the beginning of it. You know, a people reaching out to people whom they really didn't know before, but understood that they were in trouble and they needed help or they'd starve to death because they would never have made it through that winter. And they reached. And then as time went on, a woman in the midst of the Civil War convinced Abraham Lincoln to declare this a holiday. Now, I can never remember, it's the fourth Thursday, I can't remember all that. But the whole idea is that Lincoln, in the height of one of the greatest troubles in our nation's history, when people were killing each other right and left, he said, even in this time of trouble, we need to give thanks. And that's what it's all about. No matter where we are in life, what our condition is in life, whether we're healthy or we're ailing, whether we're rich or we're poor, each and every one of us has something to be grateful for. And we shouldn't just do it on Thanksgiving. You know, each and every day is a gift from God. And that's what life is about. Living life to the fullest with the joy of God's love and mercy, and feed each other. You know, one of the great things I see as I was going through the campus this week is the children. And I think they get their example from the adults, their parents, and the community. They brought tons and tons of food that were distributed through our sharing parishes. By teaching the children to share the gifts they have, whether it's a can of or box of mac and cheese or rice-a-roni or whatever, to know that we give thanks to people. That's what life is about. Giving thanks for the gifts we have, but also sharing that love. And if we have no money, we can give of our hearts. We can give our time. We can use our talents to make sure that the world is a better place. So, it all started with a group of indigenous people welcoming strangers around their table. In the height of a war, Lincoln said, with the determination of a determined woman, we're going to give thanks. Things will get better. Things will be okay because we trust in God. And when we give thanks, especially when we celebrate the Eucharist, which is the sum and summit of who we are as a Catholic people, then we're giving the greatest gift we can give to God ourselves, as God gives himself to us in the Eucharist. So, as I've said at the beginning, happy Thanksgiving. But let every day be a day of thanks. May it be a day of giving. May it be a day when we know that we are all brothers and sisters in Christ, created in the image and likeness of God. Thank God for the indigenous people. Thank God for that determined woman.
Thank you for participating in this production of our virtual Mass. Your presence means so much. Every day, so many parishioners connect to OLPH through the digital ministry. The digital ministry is one of almost 80 ministries supported by the parish. That's why your support of the parish is crucial, so we can continue to have the resources to fund all of our ministries that touch the lives of many. Thank you for watching, continue to watch, and thanks again for your support.